Welcome back, sports fans. In this segment, I'm going to go over the injuries for the Packers and the key injuries for the Lions. For the Packers, guard Simon Stepelak is out with a knee injury. Defensive end Jace Sternberger is out with a concussion. Wide receiver Equanimeous St. Brown is questionable with a concussion and a knee injury. Wide receiver Malik Taylor is questionable with a hamstring injury, and safety Darnell Savage is questionable with a groin injury. Equanimeous St. Brown did not play in the first game for the Packers, and considering what the Packers were able to do, I believe he will play. I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be in the game, however, but I don't think he's going to need to be much of one based on the first performance by the Packers against the Lions. And then in terms of Malik Taylor, that's a little more significant injury, although I don't believe he'll play. And Darnell Savage, I believe, will be a game-time decision based on the fact that he practiced on Friday. However, even if he doesn't play, I think the Packers will find a way to win without him, most likely, and can definitely find a way to win without him. For the Lions, offensive lineman Tyrell Crosby is out with an ankle injury. Wide receiver Kenny Galladay is still out with a hip injury. Cornerback Jeff Okudah is out with a groin injury. Running back DeAndre Swift is questionable. He has a non-coronavirus-related illness that has not been reported. So your guess on that is as good as mine, I would say. And defensive lineman Da'Shawn Hand is questionable with a groin injury. I think Da'Shawn Hand is going to be a game-time decision. However, based on all the defensive players the Lions don't have or are injured reserve or otherwise banged up, it almost feels like Da'Shawn Hand's going to have to play. Otherwise, I don't know who all is going to line up on defense for the Lions. In terms of DeAndre Swift, he's still, I think, trying to recover from his concussion, although that wasn't stated in the injury report. I could see where he might play, but I could also see where he might not. If I were the Lions, I'd be really tempted to not play him. But I could see where Darrell Bevell might have to play him because he's only got 4 more games to coach before the Lions are going to have to make a decision on whether he's going to remain the head coach or not. And playing DeAndre Swift could be the difference between the Lions making a close game of this and it being a total blowout, for sure. In the next segment, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Aaron Rodgers' career, against the Lions. And I will talk about some accomplishments that Matt Stafford accomplished against the Packers that you may not have caught unless you listened to the first game preview between the Lions and Packers. Stay tuned to the Detroit Lions tomorrow on Ed's Sports Channel.